To curb climate risks and seize climate opportunities, private and public sectors need to work together. But what if they don't know how to talk to each other? The private sector is responsible for a vast proportion of global greenhouse gas emissions, with listed companies alone accounting for at least 40% of emissions. Companies urgently need help reducing them to zero. Meanwhile, governments are facing all kinds of pressure to go green fast. As a parliamentarian, how can you work with companies in ways that also work for you? You can start by understanding where greenhouse gas emissions come from in your economy. Emissions have two main sources: the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity and heat, and deforestation and land use for food systems or urban development. We can also understand which sectors drive these emissions. Firstly, to work with companies, you can develop legislation and policies that help them shape or respond to a green future and create new conditions for them to thrive in this future. For example, some countries have set deadlines for phasing out sales of cars with internal combustion engines within the next decade. Secondly, you can help companies better understand the idea of emissions-related performance and how climate policies can attract investment and mobilize capital. You can work to make climate disclosure standards and transition plans mandatory, with frameworks like the International Sustainability Standards Board and the Global Reporting Initiative. Finally, you can ask corporates what support they need from you, such as training or funding, to decarbonize. But it's also helpful to ask them what they could do for your climate goals and commitments. What climate policies could they advocate for in transparent and responsible ways? How can they help serve consumers' and citizens' climate needs? These conversations won't just create stronger alliances between the public and private sectors. They make companies part of the solution and build a more resilient world for future generations.